Hi everyone, welcome to another top to toe tutorial. This is the second one now, so if you missed the first one, I shall stick a link to that in the information box. It was basically cozy cashmere and a sultry autumnal eye. That's what it was. So if you missed that, you can watch that below, but not until you've watched this one. So that one got such a good response, I thought I'd do this again. It's basically an all-in-one video with fashion, makeup, hair, nails, just everything that goes into a look that I like to wear. So I hope you find it useful. This one is about animal print, and it's kind of based around my Whistles animal print sweater. You've probably seen me wearing this in a few other videos, well you definitely will have. I've just ordered it again from Whistles, but in the red and black colourway, so that should be with me tomorrow. I'm quite excited about that because it's just such a lovely shape of jumper as well. So this is an animal print look, but how to keep it quite low-key and chic and a little bit sophisticated. And it's also a brilliant look if you've got very dirty hair and you haven't got time to wash it. I know that's a little bit gross, but it's not really that gross. It's actually quite a useful way of pulling back dirty hair and just getting it off your face, and you add a little bit of serum as well, so you're making it ultra slick, so no one would really know that it was dirty hair. So let's go back to the start and look at the makeup. Now I've started with the eyes on this look because I'm using a very dark shadow, a matte black shadow in fact. But if you've already done your base and you want to do this eye, then that's absolutely fine as well, but just to be a little bit safe and not ruin your makeup, you can use a loose powder and just press that underneath the eyes in a little bit of a layer. Doesn't matter if it's not neat or it goes on your nose or whatever, because you're going to brush it away. And then once you've done your shadow, you take a large brush, clean brush, like a fantail brush, and just sweep it away. And it should pick up any little bits that have dropped down. So I'm using a matte black shadow from Lancome, and I'm using it in quite a sheer way really. I don't want it to be too dark and too intense because I want this to be, as I said before, quite a low-key look, and it's also a look that you can wear for daytime and nighttime, so I don't want it too overpowering. I'm just keeping it very subtle and smoky, working a little bit into the crease of the eye as well, just at the outer corners, just to create some depth. But it's nothing too heavy, as I said, just very smoky, just blend it out until it's soft. It doesn't have to be too neat either. And then I'm going to come back to the eyes, but I'm doing the face first. So I'm using a new Clinique foundation, and this one is Pore Refining Solutions. And the reason that I've chosen this one is because it contains salicylic acid, which is really, really good at preventing or helping to prevent and clearing up blemishes. Now, I'm not sure how something like that works in a formula like a foundation, whether it's at the right pH level for it to work, but just in my head, I kind of feel like I'm being a little bit safer by using that. I don't know whether that could be nonsense or not, or just marketing, whatever. I don't know. I just like the foundation anyway. It's very light. It doesn't feel like it's sitting heavily on my skin. And it dries quite matte, but it also doesn't feel cakey or drying. You know, it's just a really nice texture, I think, and I like it a lot. So I've applied that using a number 7 foundation brush. And then I've applied a Lancome concealer underneath my eyes just to banish any dark circles, and I've used a brush for that as well. And that is also a number 7 brush. And I've used that because I want to be a little bit more precise with my concealer. And I don't want it blending in with the shadow under the eyes and going all muddy. So that is the skin finish, and I'm just adding some colour with some Burberry face bronzer. And this is in shade Warm Copper Glow, or something like that. I'll put the exact shade name down below in the links. All the product links will be down there actually. And you can see that at first it's very, very pigmented. So one sweep of this and it's almost too dark. So what I've done is taken off the excess onto a tissue, and then I've used the same brush just to buff the colour out so it's a little bit lighter. But it's a brilliant bronzer, and I think it's really good for autumn because it's quite warm. It's not kind of too shimmery or anything like that. It just gives this really nice glow and also a bit of contour to the face. Now moving back to the eyes, I've used a liquid liner. This one's from L'Oreal. I really like these felt tip type liners. I find them easy to use, especially if I'm just doing quite a solid line across the top of the eye. And I've just taken that very, very close to the lash line. It transfers a tiny bit. I find that I have to close my eyes and kind of waft my hands a bit to set this one, but it's absolutely fine. And then 2 quick coats of mascara, and I've used Lancome Hypnose Star Mascara. a few Lancome products in the video today. That's just literally because everything has been the stuff that's to hand. You could use any mascara really for this, but Hypnostar is a really nice one. I find that it's not too volumizing, but it gives really good separation to the lashes, so it's worked well for this look. And finally, lips. Now, you can keep the lips very bare and just some lip balm, or you could take them quite nude, or you could even use a bright red if you wanted to, and you know, it could be quite 80s with darker eye, but I've gone for a little bit of pink because I wanted to soften the look a little bit. I'm going to be wearing black and leather, and I just feel like I wanted a little bit of a girly touch on this. I've used Topshop lip gloss, and that's in Dash, and it's like a little bit of a bubblegum pink, but I've used it quite sparingly, so it's not too bright. And now that's the face finished. So nails, I'm wearing Orly's Nailtrition, and it's like a nail conditioner, and I've been using that as a base coat recently just to get my nails into good condition. And on top of that, I've used Butter's Yummy Mummy, which is like a classic nude, really sophisticated, and it always makes my hands feel very polished. So just kept the nails very simple for this look. Hair, as you can see, has been scraped back into a bun, a little bit of a ballerina bun, and I've tamed any kind of flyaways or frizz with some John Frieda Frizzy Serum, which is just an absolute classic, and it's not very expensive. So just very simple, and as I said, if you've got dirty hair, and oh, sorry, it is a little bit gross, but you know, sometimes it happens and we don't have time to wash it, just slick it back, it's off the face, and you don't have to touch it for the rest of the day. You can even spritz a bit of hairspray if you want, just to seal it, but I don't find that I need to. And now for fashion. So Whistle sweater, but as I said, you can find similar things on the high streets, or you know, up to designer brands as well. Everybody loves a bit of animal prints, but I've kept it very classic with black on the bottom and a black jacket. So the trousers are from Current Elliot, and they're called a tuxedo legging, and they're kind of like a cotton trouser crossed with a legging, but then they've got this brilliant tuxedo stripe down the sides, which kind of lengthens the legs, makes them really flattering, and they're so comfortable. These were 200 or thereabouts, but actually last time I looked on ASOS, they were in the sale for about 80, so I bought another pair, and if they're still there, I think they're really brilliant to snap up, so I'll put a link in the info for that as well. We've got two shoe options, and the first one is a classic little black leather ballet pump. These are from Office, I've had them for ages, and they still make them. They make them every season, and they're a really good staple buy. Every time I wear them, I get a comment because people think that they're a little bit more expensive than they are, so that's always a sign of a good buy, I think. And they're very chic for daytime, but if you wanted something a little bit heavier and kind of better suited to colder weather, let's say, then I really love my Belstaff Trialmaster boots. They're very military, very biker, and I've had them for years. They're brilliant. They've stopped making them now, but if you ever spot them on eBay and they're genuine, or at second hand even, because they last for so long, I think I've had mine for 8 years, then snap them up because they're really good, really comfortable. I wear mine a few times a week, and I've had them for probably 8 years, and they're still going strong. And then with either of those looks, black leather jacket. This is a classic biker jacket, and this one's from Whistles. I bought it about 2 or 3 years ago in the sales, and it's got gorgeous padded shoulders, slightly padded, so it just gives a really nice sexy shape. It's not too cropped because I find some of them are too short, but it just sits in the waist, so again gives a lovely hourglass shape. And that is my top to toe look with animal prints, sophisticated animal prints. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope that you find it useful in some way. Maybe you've got some animal prints and you need some ideas on how to wear it, or you just like the whole total look. I don't know. Hopefully it's helpful. Check out the last one that I did, and if you haven't been in the shower with me yet, then you can click the link in the information for that one too. You might like that one. And I've got some exciting news coming up early next week, so I'll post that up on perhaps Monday or Tuesday, so keep a lookout for that. Anyway, I'm going to go and edit this, and I shall see you in the next video.